guys. Thanks for joining in tonight. It feels so good to be hanging out with you tonight after a wonderful workout at the gym. It feels so good, man. It just gets those endorphins going. And tonight we had the bike class. So it was getting in there, man, and just getting your heart rate up. And we were going up hills and we were sprinting and it's just a cool class, man. I highly recommend, if you're not in a gym right now in these crazy times, that you get in the gym and start working out and get some cardio going, if you can do that, because it just makes you feel so good. And then not to mention the people around you that are working just as hard as you are, and it's a great place to meet new friends, man. So tonight I wanted to raise that question, man, and it's a big question for many of us as we go through these challenging times in our life, whether you're young or old. It is very, very difficult times that we live in, or it can be, right? And the question I wanted to raise tonight is, will I ever find happiness, or can we find happiness in this crazy life, this journey that we're all on? And I wanted to bring out a few key cool points that's helped me in some of my challenges through along the way on this journey. Is who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you listening to? What are you watching on TV, if you watch TV? All these things can play a major role in how we feel and think, and so our mind can be our worst enemy, right? And so it seems like now in these times that we're in, I see it all the time, brothers against brothers, and always pointing the finger at somebody because you were wronged or whatever. And so it happens to many of us, but I do want to say, start thinking on good things and start surrounding yourself with people that make you feel good. And so I started doing this, I want to say probably 3 years ago, actually. So it's took a long time for me to actually figure this little thing out, but it's really, really helped me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Is whenever I'm around somebody or around other people, whether it's a group of people or whether it's a single individual, I always try to, after leaving the conversation and driving away from that meeting or gathering or whatever, I always ask myself, and you might want to do this too, and it'll help you out as to making better decisions. Ask yourself, how does that person make me feel when I leave? Do they make me feel good? And do I laugh and chuckle at the things that we talked about as I'm driving away? Or does this person make me think things that aren't really good to think, right? And so if you start doing that in your conversations with people, you can really depict on who you want to surround yourself with, man. Does this person make me feel good when I leave? Or does this person make me just, want to be back in their presence, right? So I started doing that, man, and it really helps me single out. Not that I, want to diss those people. It's just that if they don't bring anything good to the table as far as making me feel good about myself or encouraging me or whatever, or talking down on somebody else, it's time to change your friendship with that person and walk away, because sometimes a bad relationship is better than trying to fix a relationship. So if it's toxic, you gotta go, man. You just gotta go, and you gotta find your happiness, because we're all on this journey. And look, we're only here a certain amount of time. So I wanted to say that's really, really helped me, and I hope that helps you as well. So if you're just now joining into the show, I wanted to say thank you for one thing, and then I also wanted to say this show is typically about audio recording, mixing, microphones, all kind of cool stuff like that. As you can see, my lovely gear that I am very, very grateful to have in my studio. But I'm working on building my mic collection back again. And if you're just now joining in, this show really, I like to do unboxing and things like that on new gear. So, but this month, I said, you know what? I want to do something different. I want to talk about real life things that I hear people discussing in the gym and talking about, or, because I mean, you're right there, you're working out on something and somebody's right there, whether it's a trainer training somebody or whatever, and you hear women talking and you hear men talking, and you wouldn't believe the things that I hear just overhearing people talking about sitting right next to them. And I thought, well, what a great thing to do this month is just talk about real life situations and things that are on people's mind and that they're concerned about, right? And I heard in the gym of this guy saying, will I ever be happy? Will I ever find happiness? This girl left me, da 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 da. It seems like the same old thing. But here's the thing. I wanted to bring this up too. This is another thing that I wanted to talk about because I overheard it in the gym. And I didn't say anything to this person or whatever because it's really none of my business. But if I hear it, I mean, what am I going to do? So I wanted to bring this up, and this helped me out as well. Look, I wanted to say this to each and every one of us. If you are not happy with yourself and you find yourself down in the dumps and you're just not happy, then there's no way in the world that you can make someone else happy, right? This person has to be their own individual person, and you have to be your own individual person. And if you're not happy with yourself, you're certainly not going to make her happy or whoever you're with, right? So the best thing that I can say to each and every one of us, I'm not pointing the finger at anybody, I'm just saying to all of us and all humanity, work on ourselves, work on us, work on you, and fix yourself first, and then once you get to a place where you're happy with yourself and you're happy with the things you do and your routine and all that other good stuff, then love will find you, right? So we're always looking for love and always looking for in the wrong places, like that old song, looking for love in all the wrong places. But I did want to say this. If we find happiness in ourselves and our activities, more than likely we won't have to look, right? And that love that is going to find us and want to share the same love as we do, right? And what a great relationship when two people can come together and enjoy doing the same things, whether it's hiking or camping or working out or cycling or whatever that you enjoy doing. But we must find happiness in ourselves. And I know that it's not always easy, and sometimes the rug's pulled out from underneath us, and sometimes we're just dealt a bad hand, right? But here's the thing that we can do is we can do the pity me thing, or we can get up and brush our pants off, right? And learn from our mistakes and try not to repeat the same mistakes, right? So that's what each of us can do to better ourselves and to work on ourselves. One thing I did want to say is when I was growing up, my dad kept us in sports, and it was a great thing simply because it teaches one how to be a team player. And when we won, we all won, and when we lost, we all lost. And if someone struck out at the bat or whatever, hey, we didn't get on that person. We tried to pep them up and say, hey, get them next time, right? So it's another day. It's another time. You get another chance, right? And that's the way life is. A lot of times we get second chances, and we get third chances, and we get fourth chances, and we get these chances. But here's the thing: learn from your mistakes. Don't rush out there and try to find someone that can make you happy, because no one's going to be able to make you happy in this world that we're living in. You're going to have to find your own happiness in doing your own things that you enjoy, and whether it's your occupation or your work, or whether it's your artistic abilities, whether it's playing guitar or being in the studio and recording, whatever it is that you love, just do it your best and do it with all your heart, and fix yourself first, right? And so I kept hearing this guy say, I'm never going to be happy. Am I ever going to find happiness? And she left me, and, I just need somebody. I just need somebody to love me. And he was saying all these things like this, and I was just thinking, oh, man, no, man, you got it all wrong, my friend, That's what I was thinking, and hoping that maybe he's watching this show tonight. I don't know. But here's the thing. We have to work on ourselves, and we have to fix ourselves and be happy with ourselves before someone else, before that other love and our companion or whoever finds their way in our life. Because a girl will find you. Your love will find you. That you're compatible, you're equal yoke or whatever. It's like magnets, man. You're going to come together at some point in time and find each other if it's meant to be, right? You've heard that before. So yes, it's possible that we all can find happiness in this life, and we should all find happiness in this life. However, I do want to say again and reiterate this again. Work on yourself, okay? No one else can make you happy, but you need to make yourself happy and doing the things that you love, okay? And then also surround yourself with good thoughts and good things and people that make you feel good, man. And I say that sincerely just because we can get on that wheel in life with anything, whether it's our occupation or whatever, and the world can pass us by, and yet we're still on that wheel like that little mouse, and we don't see we don't smell the roses, man. We don't stop time to smell the roses, and we don't stop time to take care of ourselves first, right? We're either on this path and we have our blinders on, and so we only see what's in front of us, but we don't see what's on the sidelines. It happens to us all, man. I'm probably preaching to the choir about all this stuff, but I just want to say that it's important for us to take time off, get grounded, go to the beach, go somewhere that you really like, go sit in the mountains somewhere, go out and get a part of nature, and really ask yourself, even if it takes a couple days, just continue to ask yourself, what is it that I need to do? And here's what's going to happen. At first you might not hear anything, okay, as to what you need to do to make some changes in your life. Nothing's going to pop at first because your mind and your spirit still battling one another in the beginning. But what's going to happen is you're going to hear that little voice or whatever, and it's going to speak to you. Some people say it's that gut feeling. So you're going to get that gut feeling, and it's going to pop its head out of the darkness, and it's going to reveal to you as to some small changes that you can make in your life to be on the right path. And listen to that voice, okay? So I wanted to talk about that tonight because it was just really important for me to do that, and I want everyone, including myself, to continue to stay happy and support others and encourage others in these times that we're in, and continue to reach out to others that are less fortunate than us, and realize that there's always somebody that has it worse than us, okay? So anyway, thank you for joining in. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, look, we're going to be talking about all kind of cool subjects this month, and so even if you just want to ring the bell to hang out with me for this month, I'd appreciate it, because hey man, we're going to be talking about some cool subjects that most of us can relate to, right? So anyway, smash that bell, and I typically come on between 6 and 9 o'clock Texas time, so I wanted to bring that up tonight as well. If tonight's your first night joining in on the show, I've been trying to come on every night. Some nights I don't make it every night just because of different things. Tomorrow night I have an event I'm going to, so tomorrow night I won't be on, more than likely. It starts at 5 and ends at 10, so I won't be on tomorrow night. But I will be back Wednesday night, and so you don't want to miss out. I'm probably going to have some great stuff. that I've got 2 different subjects that I want to talk about. Just hadn't picked which one I want to talk about yet. But this whole month is going to be really, really cool, man. And so I want you to hang out with me, man. And let's talk about some cool stuff. Other than that, after November, we're going to be going back to talking about studio gear and all other cool stuff. We'll just see how it goes, man. But thank you again for joining in the Audio Master Show, man. Thanks so much, and we will see you Wednesday night.